Welcome dear students to our online class. Last day we discussed about right form of verbs. We already discussed basic rules of verbs, and at a time we discussed some rules also. So today we are going to move on more rules actually. You see. So last day we discussed about 3 rules. So today we are going to start with rule number 4. Okay. So you say we told about modal auxiliaries. So can you remember what are the modal auxiliaries actually? So আমি তোমাদেরকে একটু মনে করিয়ে দেই যে কোনগুলো ছিল আমাদের মডেল আর সেমি মডেলস। সো মডেলগুলো ছিল হচ্ছে এরকম: shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. These are the modal auxiliaries. At a time some modal semi modals also need, dare to, used to, am to, is to, or to, ought to. These are the semi modals. Okay, so let's start with some structures with modal auxiliary verbs. You see here are 4 structures. Okay, so how we can turn the verbs with modals. So if you find any modals in a sentence with verb, then the verb should be in base form. This is the basic rules of modals. যদি কোনো সেন্টেন্সে আমরা কোনো modals পাই, then আমাদের যে ভার্বটা হবে সেই ভার্বটা হবে verb simple, that means base form of verb P1. Okay, so next rule is if you find any modal in a sentence and after modal if you find be verb, then the structure should be like this: V1 plus ing. That means then the main verb should be base form and we have to add ing after be verb. Okay, so when we add another form is here that is very similar to these rules, this structure actually. You see modal plus B plus V3. Okay, here is also modal and B verb also, but the verb is in V3, that means past participle form. So why here is V1 plus ing and why here is V3? So that is the question actually. So can you remember last class in case of to be verb we discussed about something that is very related to voice. তো ভয়েসের বিষয়টা যেটা বলেছিলাম সেটা হচ্ছে যে কোনো সেন্টেন্স অ্যাক্টিভ ভয়েস হলে সেক্ষেত্রে ভার্বগুলো একরকম হয় আর প্যাসিভ হলে সেক্ষেত্রে ডিফারেন্ট হয়। তো মডেলের ক্ষেত্রেও ঠিক সেম জিনিস এখানে কাজ করছে। দেখো there are 2 structures, modal plus B, verb, but this verb structure is verb plus B1 plus ing, but there is V3. In case of active voice and a sentence, if the sentence pattern is in active form, then the verb should be here like B1 plus ing. And if the sentence pattern is in passive form, if you understand that the sentence is in passive, sentence to jodi passive mone hoy tomar, passive definitely mone hoy, then tomar verb ta hobe V3, that is past participle form. Okay, so when we go to an example, then it will be very clear to you, I think. So next one you see another structure is here, that is modal plus have plus V3. That means when you find any modal in a sentence and after modal if you find have, then the verb should be in V3, that means past participle form. Okay, so we already know that if we find have, has or had in a sentence, then always the verb is in past participle form or V3. In case of modal, it is also the same. After modal, if you find have, then the verb should be in V3 or past participle form also. So dear students, let's go to the example, when we go to the example, then it will be very clear to you, I think. So let's see what are the examples. So dear students, let's check the examples are here and try to solve this. Okay. So already we knew about the rules of modal auxiliaries. So you see 4 sentences are here for your better understanding. So first one is I can do the work. Next one, we should be solve the math easily. Third one, math should be solved easily. And last one, she might have solved the math. So these are the sentences. You see. So first sentence, what we find here? We find here can. You know, can is a modal auxiliary. So after can, we see here is a verb, but the verb is in past form. So what do you think? The verb should be in past form or it will be changed? So we know in case of modal auxiliaries, so that is basic rule, we already knew that in case of modal, there is modal in a sentence, then the verb should be in base form. That means V1. So here is modal auxiliaries can and here is verb. So it should be turned in verb 1. So what is the answer here? It should be I can. So D is in past and its base form is do. So the complete sentence should be here I can do the work. Get this? So move on to the next one. We should be solve the math easily. You see here is should, that is this one is a modal auxiliary. The next one we find here be. Then we find a verb here. Verb be, that means here is a main verb here. So can you memorize, can you remember the second rule? What we find here? Actually there were 2 rules, that is modal plus B plus V1 plus ing. This one and another one modal plus B plus V3. Okay, but what I told you to check the sentences if the sentence is in active or passive. Okay, let's check the sentence first. You say we should be solve the math easily. So how we can check it if it is in active or passive? So we can check it by observing this, that if the subject is here which can do the work actively or not. এখানে যে সাবজেক্টটা আছে দেওয়া, সেই সাবজেক্টটা যে ভার্বটা আছে, সেই ভার্বের কাজটা সে অ্যাক্টিভলি করতে পারছে কিনা। যদি সে করতে পারে, then the subject we can be confirmed that this subject is in active form. So we see we should be solve the math easily. এখন সলভের যে কাজটা, ম্যাথ সলভের যে কাজটা, সেখানে সাবজেক্ট আছে উই, আমরা ম্যাথ সলভের কাজ করতে সক্ষম। এটা আমরা সবাই জানি। এখানে সাবজেক্ট যে সাবজেক্টটা আছে সে এই ভার্বের কাজটা করতে সক্ষম বা অ্যাবল। সো যেহেতু অ্যাবল, সেহেতু আমরা বলতে পারি যে দিস সেন্টেন্স ইজ ইন অ্যাক্টিভ ফর্ম। As it is in active form, so আমরা এটা বলতে পারি যে আমাদের যে দুইটা রুলস স্ট্রাকচার ছিল, সেই স্ট্রাকচারের মধ্যে যে ফার্স্ট ওয়ান, সেই স্ট্রাকচারটা এখানে আমরা অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবো। ওকে, তাহলে আমরা এখানে লিখতে পারি যে এখানে সাবজেক্ট আছে, মডাল আছে, বি আছে, দেন V1 প্লাস ing, দ্যাট মিনস এই যে ভার্বটা আছে সেই ভার্বটার পরে এটা বেস ফর্ম করবে, and after base form we add ing, that means this sentence should be we should be solving. তো আমরা এখানে দেখব যে এই সেন্টেন্সটা হবে we should be solving the math easily. সো আমি এখানে ইন শর্ট এটা লিখে দিয়েছি, পুরো সেন্টেন্সটা লিখিনি. The total sentence should be here, we should be solving the math easily. Okay, the right answer is here, solving. So let's turn the next one. Math should be solved easily. So you see here is also modal and be also, and next one there is verb. So you see the subject math. So subject কে এখানে তার নিজের কাজটা নিজে করতে পারছে কিনা বা অ্যাক্টিভলি করতে পারছে কিনা, ম্যাথ কি সলভিং এর কাজ করতে পারে? আমরা জানি ম্যাথ সলভিং এর কাজ করতে পারে না। যেহেতু ম্যাথ সলভিং এর কাজ করতে পারে না, সেহেতু এখানে সাবজেক্টটা তার ভার্বের কাজটা অ্যাক্টিভলি করছে না বলে we can consider this subject as a passive form. As it is in passive form, so we can follow this structure: modal plus be plus v3. That means here is more subject, then modal plus be, then this verb should be in v3, that means past participle form. Okay, then the right answer should be here like this. Math should be, so solving past participle form or v3 form solved. Math should be solved easily. So dear students, I think you can get this. So next one you see last rule, that is related to modal and auxiliaries. See, she might have solved the math. So you see might is a modal, and then we find have here, then we find solve. That means one verb is here. So can you remember the last rule of modal? So what this rule was, the rule was like this: modal plus have. If there is modal and have, then the verb should be in v3 also. Okay, so we can find this structure here. So we can write the answer: she might have, and this verb should turn into v3 also. So it will be solved. Get this? So dear students, I think you understand these rules. Okay, so these are the rules about modal auxiliaries. So try to memorize the modal auxiliaries as well as the rules also. So let's turn to next rules, rule number 5. Dear students, let's see rule number 5. You notice the board. Here are some words for you. I just read for the words for you. You see: start, stop, mind, finish, then prefer, enjoy, feel, like, work, avoid, remember, busy, object, cannot help, could not help. So if you find this type of words in a sentence, যদি কখনো তোমরা কোনো সেন্টেন্সের ভিতরে এই সেন্টেন্স এই ওয়ার্ডস গুলোর কোনো একটা যদি তোমরা ফাইন্ড আউট করতে পারো, ইন দ্যাট কেস তখন তোমার যে ভার্বটা থাকবে সেই ভার্বের স্ট্রাকচারটা হবে এমন, সেটা হচ্ছে v1 plus ing. So let us see some examples are here. So we check the examples and try to solve this. So first one you see, I feel cry. And second one, I could not help laugh at this. So dear student, you see, so we have some list of words. So try to find out the words which we find here. You see, I feel cry. Feel is here. Feel is here. And second one, second sentence, I could not help. You see, I could not help. Here is I could not help. So যেহেতু আমরা এটা খুঁজে পেয়েছি, তাহলে আমরা আমাদের যে স্ট্রাকচারটা ছিল সেই স্ট্রাকচারটা ফলো করে we can turn the verb very easily. You see, so the sentence should be like this. I feel crying. So verb turns into like cry is V1, and after cry we put ing. So the sentence, complete sentence should be like this. I feel crying. Second one, I know you can do it very easily as it is already done. You see, I could not help laugh at this. You see, could not help is there. So laugh is verb here. So this verb change into V1 plus ing. That means laughing. I could not help laughing at this. So this rule is very easy, but we have to memorize these words. Okay, dear students, try to memorize, try to remember these words. Start, stop, mind, finish, prefer, enjoy, feel, like, worth, avoid, remember, busy, object, cannot help, and could not help. Okay, so I think you understand this. So turn to the next rule, rule number 6. Dear student, you see, I write down some words are here. And one sentence like sentence, but this is not sentence actually. You see, Onu are does. So very funny, I think. Okay, but it has no meaning actually. Onu are does. It has no meaning actually. But why I write this down, I will tell you, but I think you will understand later. You see, some words are here. Often, normally, usually, always, regularly, every day, daily, occasionally, generally, and sometimes. So, you already see these words. So, for your better memorizing, I write down onu or does, because every initial letter makes these words. Okay, O for often, N for normally, U for usually, A for always, R for regularly, E for everyday, D for daily, O for occasionally, and G for generally, and last one is for sometimes. Get this? So for your better memorizing, I write down this type of tricks. You can make this type of tricks in another sense also. You see, if you find this type of words in a sentence, যদি কখনো এই ধরনের কোনো word তোমরা কোনো sentence এ খুঁজে পাও, then the verb should be in V1 base form, that means in present simple form. Get this? So you see, some sentences are here as also for your better understanding. You see, first one is Rakib always disturb the class, and second one, a good boy prepare his lesson regularly. So আমাদের এখানে কি করতে হবে? আমাদের এখানে we have to change the verb. So how we can change? You see, we will find here a word that is always. Okay, second one, we find here regularly. Okay, so here always, here regularly. These are the adverbs. Actually, all of these are adverbs. So if you find these types of any kind of adverbs in any sentence, so you have to turn this verb, which is in bracket, into V1. That means present simple form. So it is very easy now for us to turn. You see, Rakib always disturb. So this one the verb. So we will turn this verb into base form. So the base form is disturb. Base form is disturb, but we have to put s after this base form of verb. Why we put s here? Because you see, the subject is Rakib, which is in third person singular number. If the subject is third person singular number, then we have to add s or es after the verbs. Okay. So here verb is disturbed, so we have to put s here. Get this? The next one you see, a good boy prepared his lesson regularly. Here is regularly. So we have to turn this verb also in V1. That means participle or present simple verb based form. Okay, so this verb prepared, it is in past form, but we have to turn this one in base form. That means V1 form. So prepared is in base form. It should be prepared. But here you see a good boy. It is also in third person singular number. So we have to put here S. Prepares. Okay. So if there is, the subject is good boys. যদি সাবজেক্টটা থাকতো good boys prepared his lesson regularly, then we will not never add S after the verb. Okay. So we already know that if we find this type of adverse in a sentence, then we have to put base form of verb, okay, that is P1. So we say Rakib, the total sentence should be here like this: Rakib disturbs the class. And next one, a good boy prepares his lesson regularly. Okay, dear students, I think you get this. So let us know about these tricks Olu does. Try to remember these words through these tricks. Okay, so we have already done this. I think you have understand these rules, rule number 6. So we have another rule for you. So let us try to solve another one. Dear students, you say we have some words here also, and these are the time expressions actually. You say now, at this moment, day by day, today, at present, increasingly, etc. So if you find any time expressions like these types of words, so if you find this type of words in a sentence in anywhere, then what will be the structures of verb? Then the verb should be in base form and then ing. That means the verb should be the tense. It will be in present continuous tense. Okay. So you see some examples are here for your better understanding. First one, he is singing a song now. Next one, they watch TV at this moment. So try to find out the expressions which are already mentioned here. You say now is here, and second sentence we find out at this moment. So we find two time expressions in two sentences. So the verb should be in base form and ing, that means in present continuous tense. We already know the structure of present continuous tense. That means subject is here, then auxiliary verb. An auxiliary verb we can put in case of present continuous tense am, is, or are. Okay. Then according to subject and number, then we have verb in base form. Then we will add ing after the verb. Okay. So you see, he is singing a song now. So what will be the answer here? He is singing a song now. So you see, after subject we put is auxiliary verb, that we put V1 and ing. Okay. After V1 or base form of verb, we add ing. Okay. So the complete sentence is he is singing a song now. So when we find out now, we turn the verb in present continuous. That means in V1 and ing. Next one, I know you can do this. They watch TV at this moment. So the sentence should be like this. They watching TV at this moment. As the time expression is here, so the verb turns into present continuous. Dear students, please notice here, we have verb is here, but we have here the verb are. So why we put is and why we put are here? Because of subject. You see here subject is he. That is, it is in third person singular number. And in here you see the subject is in third person plural number. So we already knew it about subject and number. In case of third person singular number, we always put singular verb, that is, and in case of plural number we put are. Okay, so dear students, I think you get these rules also. So when I review these rules again, when we find this type of time expressions in a sentence like now, at this moment, day by day, today, at present, increasingly, then we will turn the verb into present continuous tense. That means V1 plus ing. And in case of before V1 and ing, we also put auxiliary verbs. Okay. So, dear students, I think you understand this. So, this is all for today. I think we will discuss more in our next class. Okay. So, thank you for watching this class. If you have any asking, don't forget to leave me a comment. Okay. So if you don't give me any feedback, then we can't understand that what is your problem. So try to give me feedback, and if you have any queries, any asking, leave me comment, please. Okay. Best wishes for you. Everybody will be fine, I think. So till then, goodbye.